So first of all, what is overfitting? So overfitting happens when a model learns too much from data, including details that doesn't matter. So let me tell you one thing. So if you can see, there is this graph. So you can see that there are the line is not in a structure manner. It is learning too much. So like I gave you example of balls, that if we are going to give data about a ball to the machine, like I gave the radius, color, the use, everything. So it might not like if I gave the detail about a cricket ball, tennis ball, uh, so and then I tested with a basketball, so it might not identify basketball because the radius is different, but it is a ball. So this is a condition of overfitting, because it cannot understand that it is a ball because of the difference of radius. So this is overfitting, where we are uh, making our machine to learn more and more from the training data. Even noise and outliers are also trained over here. So just give me a second. Sorry. So the curve will go through each and every point, but it won't represent the actual pattern. So as you can see that there is no pattern over here. As you can see, there is a straight line in underfitting, there is a parabola in appropriate fitting, but there is no pattern of the hyperplane in overfitting. So there are few reasons of overfitting, that is high variance and low bias. So bias is the error introduced by the model by simplifying assumption, and variance is how much a model prediction changes when trained on different data subsets. So high variance, that it means that it is too much trained and the error is very low. So this is what is meant by high variance and low bias. Or the model is too complex, because yes, it is high variance, so model is too complex, and the size of training data set. Maybe the training data is too less that machine understood everything, or the training data is too large that there are too much of data about one thing, or defining it too much. So overfitting is arise in this kind of situations. So now we will go to underfitting in machine learning. So underfitting is opposite of overfitting. It happens when a model is too simple to capture what's going on in the data. Like if I say that I gave information about balls, uh, but I did not mention that a ball is edible or not. So next time when I gave as a testing, so for testing, if I gave a lemon or orange, so it will be also defined as a ball, because it's circular, it's smooth, just like a ball. But obviously, orange and lemon are edible, and might be the edible section is not present in data, so it might consider oranges and lemons also as balls. So this can lead to underfitting, where data is too less or the model is too simple to understand the data. So the reasons for underfitting, we can see that the model is too simple, so it may not be capable to represent the complexity of data. The input features which is used to train the model is not adequate representation of underlying factors influencing the target variables. So As I told you, that there might be inavailability of edible section in the data. So this is what we are talking about in the reason 2. Then the size of training data set is not enough. The same thing. Excessive regularization are used to prevent overfitting, which constrains the model to capture the data well. So we can say that we are going to ignore many errors so that we can prevent overfitting. So it also might lead to underfitting. That take for example that the edible section is present in data, but because of that the model is overfitting. So we might ignore the error caused by the edible data in the data set. So it might lead to underfitting in the data. So the features are not skilled. It is the same thing that features are too much and they are ignored. So now you can see the graph representation of this, that we are in the underfitting, we are ignoring the errors which might lead to underfitting. You can see that there are many zeros in this section, and then there are many crosses in this section. So this line is not appropriate to define the difference of two types of data. Whereas in underfitting, you can see each and every data is divided correctly, which has led to overfitting. And here in the appropriate fitting, you can see that there are some errors, but they are visible. You can actually eliminate these errors, and still you can get a perfect hyperplane to divide the two different types of data. So now the techniques to reduce overfitting is that we can increase the model complexity, we can increase the number of features of feature engineering, we can remove the noise from data, increase the duration of training to get better results. So as we can see that in underfitting we were using simple model which led to underfitting. So we can increase the complexity, but in a way that it does not uh, uh, occur with overfitting. We can increase the model's complexity to a level where we can find appropriate fitting, and then we can increase the number of features. That in the example said there was no edible section, so we can add the edible section. That means we are adding a feature in the data to reduce the underfitting situation. So we can reduce the noise from data. So noise is basically unwanted data. Uh, there is a possibility that instead of uh, seeing the basic as, so if I give you example of balls, so on what basis we are considering it as ball, that is its radius. So in this data, uh, color is not an important feature, so we can treat it as noise. So we can delete this data so that we are having more appropriate data about one type of uh, data set to train the model. So increase the duration of training to get better results. That means we are going to train it more and more so that we are preventing the underfitting situation. Then techniques to reduce overfitting. X. 1 minute. Is slides visible to you all? Whatever I just told you, was it visible to you? Just someone react. The techniques of reducing underfitting, overfitting the graph was all visible to you correctly. Anyone react? Anyone? Tejaswini, just react thumbs up if you saw each and every slide. No, which slide was missing? Which slide do I repeat? You should tell me early that it's not visible. Which the slide from second slide? That means you did not see any slide of underfitting in the graph. Wait, are you seeing underfitting in? Okay, so are you now seeing underfitting in machine learning? Okay, should I explain it again? Should I explain it again? Anyone react if I should explain it again? I mean, it was pretty obvious. I told everything. Explain the graph. Okay, wait. Is the slide visible where there are three graphs? Okay. So here you can see that there are three types of graph. One shows underfitting, one shows appropriate fitting, the other shows overfitting. So when we talk about classification, that let's suppose this x represents spam and 0 represents not spam. So when we are dividing the section into spam and not spam, we are using a hyperplane to simply you can say it is as a line that divides that from this line here is spam and here it is not spam. Okay, so this line depicts this. So when there is underfitting, there are too many noise or errors. As you can see that there are three non-spam emails are also considered as spam, and then there are two spam emails that are considered as not spam. So it is a problem for the user. It is problem for model that it is not working properly. Okay, so this is what happens in underfitting. Then when we see overfitting, there is no definite shape of the line to divide it. It can lead to problems when there are too many data available in the there is too much of data available in the data set, making it harder for the model to classify items. Like I gave the example of oranges and balls. So and basketball and balls. So there might be a problem that there are too much information available about a single type of ball that it might not consider the other type of ball as a ball. So this is what is the case of overfitting, that it is trying to cover each and every difference to make a perfect prediction of the given input. So we do not need it because it might lead to problems when like I give example. So now appropriate fitting says that it can have a little errors, but there is a definite shape of line. Like in here we have a parabola. We should have a definite shape of line to divide the two different types of data. Let's say spam and not spam. So there might be few spam emails that can be considered as not spam. So we need to have a proper fitting, a proper um, type of hyperplane, so that we can have a normal model which can predict correctly every time. There might be few times where we can make error, but not always. So, is it clear? Okay. Now, are you seeing techniques to reduce underfitting? Should I explain it? Okay. So, now are you seeing techniques to reduce overfitting? Do you want me to explain it? Tell me if you want me to explain it again. Okay. So, this we will do tomorrow model selection. We will see models and model selection parameters tomorrow. So, any doubts still here?